Terrell Owens was born on December 7, 1973 in Alexander City, Alabama. Owens grew up with his mother and grandmother. He didn't know who his father was until he had a crush on a girl that lived in the neighborhood. It was at this moment that it was revealed that Owens' crush was actually his sister, and the girl's father was actually his father. Roll Tide. Owen found a liking to football early on and admired Jerry Rice. Apparently, he didn't admire his humbleness. Owens was a multi-purpose athlete, participating in basketball, football, track, and baseball. Owens continued being a multi-sport star at the University of Chattanooga. He even played in the 1995 NCAA tournament. Fortunately, he realized that he was better at catching balls than dunking them. Owens was a standout at wide receiver for his college team, and in his senior year, he would get regularly double-teamed. This caused his stats to decline. Although he was an amazing talent, his school was small, and Chattanooga was not very good. As a result, Owens fell in the draft. He was picked by the 49ers in the third round of the 1996 NFL Draft. There, he got to play with his idol Jerry Rice. His rookie season was respectable, but it wasn't until Rice got injured in the 97 season that Owens took the next step, almost doubling his rookie stats. By 1998, Owens was a legitimate threat and would record 15 total touchdowns. Despite this, he was snubbed for the Pro Bowl. Fortunately for us, this man was as humble as they can be. In the first iconic moment of his career, Owens caught the game-winning touchdown in a wild card matchup against the Packers. Owens had butterfingers the entire game, probably due to popcorn, but Steve Young kept throwing him the ball because who else was he going to throw to? In a last play effort, Young said fuck it and launched the ball into coverage, and Owens came down with the ball, resulting in a touchdown. This is one of my favorite plays in NFL history because of the emotion Owens showed and the humility that he portrayed. In 2000, Owens grabbed the title as the best wideout in the league and went on to garner 4 straight Pro Bowls and 3 straight All-Pros with the Niners. The star receiver began to become more animated as well. He quickly became known for his end zone celebrations, the most famous where he celebrated on the Cowboy star at Texas Stadium. In 2004, Owens decided to play in the city of brotherly love, but the 49ers office claimed that Owens missed the deadline to void his contract. Of course, Owens disputed that, but this didn't stop the 49ers from trying to pull a fast one by sending Owens to the Ravens for a second-round pick. T.O. was like, hell nah, I'm a free agent, and started talking to the Eagles and signed a contract with them. Many Eagle fans supported Owens' decision because they couldn't see into the future and didn't realize the shitstorm that would arise in the next few years. Give us back our second-round pick, you gold-plated bastard. Finders, keepers, loser, weepers. Jeez, you're acting like such a Redskins giver. Bro, what the fuck? The NFL decided that the arguing between two annoying-ass fan bases was too much and decided to solve the issue. Okay, Baltimore, you get your second-round pick back. Philly, you get Owens. And San Francisco, you get the fuck out of my office. In Philly, Owens once again shined as the best receiver in the league, giving the Eagles a much-needed boost at explosive playmaking. McNabb was thrilled that he had such a humble wideout. In the December matchup against the Cowboys, Roy Williams horse-collared tackled Owens, causing Owens' fibula to fracture and his ankle to sprain severely. Williams was known for doing this, and later the horse-collar tackle was banned, which led to the softening of the game. What you mean we can't horse-collar anyone anymore? Back in my day, we did it and had healthy careers well into our mid-20s. Doctors believe that T.O.'s injuries were season-ending, and even if the Eagles advanced to the Super Bowl, he would probably not be able to play. Of course, T.O. ignored medical advice and defied the odds by playing in Super Bowl 39. This is my favorite game from T.O. because on a messed up leg, he put the team on his back and had the game of his life. Unfortunately for him, the Patriots were much better and took home their third Lombardi in 4 years. The following season, Owens changed agents and demanded to renegotiate his contract. Owens found out that he was being underpaid and was not happy about it. Why the hell am I not getting paid? Yeah, man, that's a load of crap. Exactly. I'm constantly in the top 3 of every receiving category. I'm extremely humble, and I didn't get tired in the Super Bowl, unlike some people. This comment started a rift between T.O. and the Hall of Very Good quarterback Donovan McNabb. which was not a good thing to say the least. If Twitter was around in 2005, I can guarantee you that we would have seen some fireworks between the two that would make JPP blush. Around this time, T.O.'s relationship with the Eagles front office continued to sour, as he was denied a request to play in the NBA Summer League. A Summer League for the Kings, huh? I didn't even know you could play hockey. Hockey? No, not the LA Kings, the Sacramento Kings. Why would you want to play for them? Because it's 2005, and the Kings have not devolved into a cesspit of humiliation and failure that sucked for half of the 2000s, all of the 2010s, and hell, at this point, probably the 2020s as well. Oh, well in that case, denied. All offseason, Owens went back and forth with the Eagles brass about a new contract. The Philly media framed Owens as being greedy, seeing how he had a 7-year, $49 million contract, but the contract was backloaded, and his guaranteed money was that of just a solid receiver's salary. It's important to note that football is a tough game, and that injuries happen all the time. That drastically changes a player's career trajectory. Seeing how Owens already had a significant injury, it made sense that he would try and get the most money while he could. What's the point of a $49 million contract when you only get a fraction of it because you got hurt? The Eagles didn't care about Owens getting a fraction of the $49 million because he was starting to become a grade A jerk. Owens would jaw back and forth with coaches, even being sent home during training camp because he wanted to heal a groin injury and not sign autographs, which, I'm not a doctor, but you couldn't have signed a few autographs, T.O. Owens went home, and this moment is probably the most infamous or famous moment of Owens' career. In the middle of the day, reporters swarmed to Owens' residency at 40 Landing Court and wanted to get the big scoop on what just happened at camp. Owens grabbed his ab bench and started to work out in the middle of the driveway while answering questions. The 2005 season was just as much of a roller coaster for the Eagles and their diva wideout. McNabb never reconciled with 81, and the tension was fierce every time the two were in the same vicinity. After a loss to the Cowboys, Owens was seen wearing a Michael Irvin jersey, giving Jerry Jones the biggest erection since Barry Switzer won a title, proving to everyone that Jerry was the one responsible for the 90s Cowboys. I guess. On November 2nd, Owens got into a fistfight with the team ambassador. The fight started after the ambassador said players were faking injuries. Literally, the next day, T.O. continued to take shots at number 5, agreeing with a statement saying that if Favre was an Eagle, the team would be undefeated. McNabb eventually confessed that the comments felt like a slap to the face, which was probably something Owens would have done literally if given enough time. The Eagles would suspend Owens, and Andy Reid said that an apology should be made to McNabb. Owens apologized to the team, but he didn't mention McNabb specifically. The refusal to mention McNabb's name was the final straw, and Owens was suspended for the rest of the 2005 season, and the following offseason, he was released straight to the Cowboys. The Cowboys signed Owens to a 3-year, $25 million deal. The high point of the 2006 season was Owens going back to Philly and getting booed relentlessly and having a terrible game overall. This was also the year Romo bobbled a snap for a game-winning kick, but hey, this isn't a video on Tony. In 2007, the Cowboys started to live up to the potential and rallied off 13 wins before choking to the eventual Super Bowl champions. After the game, the famous "That's my quarterback" meme was born. The Owens era in Dallas ended when the Cowboys released the receiver at the end of the 2008 season. Owens' numbers while in Dallas were amazing, and his numbers were above average for wideouts in 2008. So it totally blindsided Owens that Jerry Jones, the man who was responsible for Dallas Super Bowls in the 90s, would make such a stupid decision. I guess. Okay, let's talk about the Hall of Fame. The voters at Canton kept Owens waiting for 2 years, even though the man was ranked near the top of every receiving category. This was due to the butthurt that the writers probably had for the man, and they wanted to make him squirm. When Owens didn't make it, he decided to give his Hall of Fame speech at his alma mater instead of Canton, Ohio, being the only one to do this so far. All in all, Terrell Owens' career ended with him being arguably the second best wideout of all time. Despite the headaches that he caused teams, there's no denying that when he was out on the field, very few players gave it their all like him.